Welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report. Today we will be having an Imperial Guard against Blood Angel game. We're playing 1000 points. This is for our escalation campaign. We had a scheduled last week, but we had to reschedule. So today we have an NPC, which is the Talan Imperial Guard. Sadly it's not painted. Nothing is painted in this game. But you know, for tactical, obvious reasons, it's a good idea to maybe watch if you'd like. So, what do we have here? We have a company command squad with a plasma pistol, 2 melter guns and a standard. We have a platoon command squad with a flamer, and then 1 squad with an autocannon, 2 squads with las cannons and grenade launchers, a veteran squad with triple melter guns. In the platoon we have 1 heavy bolter support team, 1 mortar support team. In the elite slot we have Guardsman Marbo, because I thought that would be fun and hilarious to try him out. I have 8 Rough Riders in my fast attack with a melter bomb on the sergeant, 3 Scout Sentinels, and a Lehman Russ with super autocannons and 3 heavy bolters. So that's 1000 points, and I'm playing against Craig and his Blood Angels. So here, Craig's Blood Angels. So Craig, what do we have in your list?
First off, for my HQ, Warlord, I got the Librarian with Terminator Armor, Force Axe, Storm Shield with the Blood Angel powers, Shield of Sanguinus, and the Blood Lance. As my elite's choice, I have Brother Corbulo, rocking the silver. For my troops, I have my first troop's choice is a 5-man assault squad with removed jump packs. The sergeant has 2 Infernus pistols, making use of the new gunslinger rules. And there's a melter gun, and that squad is in the drop pod. I have another 5-man assault squad with removed jump packs, no weapon upgrades, and a Razorback that has a twin-linked heavy flamer and a dozer blade. My final troops choice is a 10-man assault squad with 2 plasma guns and another dual Infernus pistol sergeant. And for fast attack, I have a Bale Predator with no dozer blade, but 2 heavy bolters and the twin-linked assault cannon, and a lone land speeder Typhoon.
Okay, fantastic. So we don't know what mission we're going to be playing yet, but this is we set up terrain in the other way in the book, which is fluffy-wise. It's the Arbiter's Precinct House in the city of Volgan. So here you can see the Precinct House right nicely around that Aquila, and then of course we set up the Cities of Death around it. Okay, so when we return we'll do deployment and all that good stuff, and we'll start the game. Deployment. So we're playing Mission 1, Crusade. We rolled 3 objectives. So we have 1 here, 1 in the Precinct House, because it's only fair, and 1 back there. I deployed first, and he didn't steal, so these guys deployed there, but then used their scout move to redeploy there. Have it's night fight on turn 1. I have Lehman Russ, the Sentinels, 1 unit spread out over here, because he's got his drop pod in reserve, my mortars, my company command squad, another unit out front as bait, my heavy bolters, my company command squad back here, that's a platoon command squad, and another unit over here. Marbo, the Rough Riders, and the triple melter vet squad are in reserve, and my Warlord trait is reroll reserve rolls, and his Warlord is a scoring unit. So when we return, it'll have been turn 1. It was night fighting, so they moved up, and first rank, second rank fighter there did nothing. The Sentinels fighter there killed 2, and he tried to focus fire on the 3 guys not in cover, but didn't kill anybody. Then all the other shooting was relatively ineffective thanks to night fighting. Okay, so when we return, his drop pod will come in, and then we will have another recap. These moved up, 2 plasma guns fired into that Sentinel, stripped a hull point, and stopped it from moving or shooting. That Razorback sped forward and blew smoke, and that land speeder moved back ready to come and support the troops later in the game. Okay, so Imperial Guard turn 2, and I'm going to roll for reserves. We have 3 reserves. We have a melter bomb vet unit. They come in. I'm going to re-roll that. They don't come in, using my Warlord trait, of course. A Rough Riders. They come in. I'm going to re-roll that using my Warlord trait. They don't come in. And of course, Guardsman Marbo. He comes in, and I'm going to keep him in. Alright, see you guys in a bit. They abandoned this Sentinel, They moved up. They moved up. This last cannon knocked out that Razorback, and then a lot of shooting killed one man. They're not pinned. And then the rest of my army that could shoot, so first rank fire on them, and then Marbo's demo charge scattered off, killed everybody but one plasma gunner. The sergeant over there, that moved back. And so now it's Blood Angel turn 2, the Bolt Predator has come on this side, and the drop pod is about to arrive as well. Okay, we'll be back. Drop pod landed. They took 2 hull points, immobilized and shook or stunned, so he can't shoot, but it's going to snap fire. That. He failed his Blood Lance roll, so the Sentinels were safe. The 2 survivors jumped into here. Marbo challenged the sergeant and killed him in combat, and now that other guy stays.
After 2 Infernus pistols.
After 2 Imperial pistol shots that I went to ground with a stealth, so he had his 5-up stealth and he survived. Yeah. This thing failed to wound the heavy bolters at all. And the Bolt Predator came in and focused fire and killed 3 models that were out of cover. And so now we're moving on to Imperial Guard, turn 3. And this combat over here, they held because of the standard. I re-rolled my morale because I have to, and they held. So now they're just stuck in combat. They're going to cause a world of pain. And now we'll see, it's turn 3. See if my melter gunners show up. They don't. And I'm going to re-roll that. They do. And see if my Rough Riders show up. They don't. I'm going to re-roll that. They do. Okay. So we'll be back. Marbo suffered a wound. I'd forgotten he had hit and run, so last turn I could have run away and then shot him and done something like that. But he stayed in combat because he's fearless. The Sentinels are moving up into this corner, and fired into this I killed 1 guy because everything else was really kind of out of range. The Rough Riders moved up here, the Melter Vets moved up here and blew up the Bolt Predator, and then I'm moving up troops over here and moving up troops, and then 3 guys left from that squad fell back but didn't get run down. So now it's moving on to Blood Angel, turn 3. The 3 guys charged into my junior officer, murdered them. These guys finally took that out, exploded, didn't do anything. That speeder took a long pot shot, took 1 hull point off of that, and then Corbulo and Librarian charged into that one and wrecked it, and Marbo heroically destroyed the assault marine sergeant he was in combat with, but failed to consolidate far enough. The plasma gunner, sorry. Okay, so now we're moving on to Imperial Guard, turn 4. Shooting took out the 3-man unit. They're running up to that objective. They are running up to that objective. That unit only fell back 2 inches and then failed to rally, fell back 2 inches, then I failed to get them back into the fight, so the other unit has to move up as well. The Rough Riders boosted out, 1 died going through the building, and then failed their charge against this unit. They needed an 8 through terrain, but they fell back after losing 1 casualty. And of course the Sentinels just got in the way of Corbulo and the Librarian. Okay, and we are now starting Blood Angel, turn 4. The Speeder shot it, they went to ground for 3-up, so the crack rockets bounced off and 1 wound from a heavy bolter got through. Corbulo and Librarian charged into 2 Sentinels, killed 1, the other one's fine. And then they fired into the Rough Riders who went to ground, but then they ran away. And with that, being that it's going into Imperial Guard turn 5, Craig has decided to forfeit the game. So, with 1 objective, / end with First Blood / Linebreaker, Imperial Guard take the victory. Good game, sir. Thanks a lot. Any final game thoughts?
I really need more Assault Marines.
More Assault Marines. 1 squad wasn't enough. Yeah, it was the only thing I could shoot at, and I just focused fire on that and brought it down. And then, of course, my veterans were great to come out and stop the Bolt Predator from doing any more damage. The rerolls to my the rerolls to reserves really helped me this game. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot for watching. Of course, you can check the 40k Nation out, www.40knation.com, or check out my podcast and blog at skar.podbean.com. Sorry it wasn't painted, but I do try and bring you content every week, and in lieu of painted, I was able to bring you another battle report. Thanks for watching. Leave comments, like, rate the videos, and I'll see you next time.